I thought it was about time for a fragrance roundup review. I'm going to go over all the scents I've been trying and kind of my thoughts about them. Fragrance has been absolutely booming in the past year, so many brands are coming out with scents, and there's just been a lot all at once. So there's quite a bit to go over in today's video. I got quite a bit of PR and I did purchase a few myself, so you're going to be getting some honest reviews based on, of course, my scent preferences. Now, I do have a sponsor on today's video that's also going to be helping us smell good, so let's get into that. Today's video is sponsored by Lume. If you haven't heard of them yet, they are a whole body deodorant for your pits, privates, and beyond. Lume was invented by OBGYN Shannon Klingman and is clinically proven to block body odor all day and continues controlling BO for 72 hours. I've been using Lume for a couple years now, especially love their whole body deodorant in the tube packaging. This is super travel friendly, so it's easy to throw in your purse. I take it traveling with me, especially for days I'm going to be a little bit more active. For instance, Lume always goes with me when I'm going to the Disney parks. I'm walking for miles, sweating my butt off, and this definitely helps keep me odor free throughout the entire day. Like I mentioned, this is for the entire body. It is safe for your skin. I use like a pea-sized amount with this one. I put it on my armpits. I do not have the flattest stomach, so I get a little sweaty in my lower stomach area, so I like to put a little bit there and around my upper thighs, a little bit under the boob too, because you know we get the boob sweat as well if you have a larger chest. They also have a traditional stick deodorant too, and I personally love the toasted coconut scent from them. It smells so good if you like a hint of sweetness. They also have a spray version, which I love this if you're in a rush. You just spray it literally all over the body. They also make acidified deodorant wipes, which I always recommend these to throw in your bag, your car, especially for the gym when you need a little bit of a midday touch-up. These are perfect. They do have an acidified body wash as well that is also safe to use on the entire body, and this one has the most delicious tangerine citrus scent that I cannot get enough of. If you guys want to check out Lume, I highly recommend one of their bundles. Lume's starter pack bundle is a great deal for new customers. It comes with a full-size stick deodorant, a cream deodorant tube or spray deodorant, 2 free products like the wipes or the mini body wash, free US shipping, and just for my followers, Lume is offering an extra $5 off when you click the link in the description box below and enter code LEAHJANAE at checkout. Lume has been a game changer for me in keeping me clean and fresh all day, and I hope you guys will try it out for yourselves. Back to our perfume roundup. First scent I want to talk about today. This has been my absolute love of the month. You guys, if you watch my Sephora haul, you know that I talked about this in that video, so I won't take too long to explain, but this is Dream by The Maker. And I just absolutely fell so hard for this fragrance, so much so that it has been so hard to be reaching for other scents. I just want to wear this all month long. I do. It is the perfect cozy winter fragrance that's warm, a little sweet, a little spicy too, and sensual. You guys know I love my gourmands and I love to smell like a sweet treat, and this definitely still gives that very sweet vanilla vibe. This has the most amazing cinnamon butter note that I cannot get enough of, and it's just the perfect amount. That's not too much cinnamon where you're not going to be smelling like a straight up cinnamon roll, but it is just there a little bit mixed in with some pretty floral, some sandalwood, there's cocoa in here, and of course the warm vanilla, and it just works so well together. I know a lot of you guys do like this one as well. I have tried one other scent from The Maker. I think it was called Lover. I know you can get their scents at Sephora, and Lover just really wasn't my vibe. I think this is definitely their sweetest scent they've done, the most vanilla scent they've done, and they did it so well, creating a kind of gourmand scent for the people who aren't really into gourmands as well. Definitely check this one out. It is so good. I will have all these fragrances and any discount codes I have linked down below for you guys, as well as in YouTube shopping with some of the ones that are available at like Sephora and Ulta. And of course I have some from like Lucky Scent and Twisted Lily where I have specific discount codes for those sites. Next up, let's talk about the new YSL Black Opium. This is the Black Opium glitter perfume, hence the crazy glittery packaging here. YSL does release a new black opium pretty much every year, and I find that they all smell so similar, this one included, but they just kind of like to change it up just a bit. And with this one, the marketing, I don't know, these brands are really trying to trick us. They know gourmands are trending and they're trying to trick us because they definitely marketed this as a marshmallow fragrance. And it's not like the marshmallow you would think. It's not like a bag of jet puff marshmallow. This one's more like a orange blossom citrus marshmallow, similar to what you would get in Kilian's Love Don't Be Shy. So it's kind of like you took black opium and Kilian's Love Don't Be Shy. They had a baby. You got the black opium glitter, but it's not quite as sweet as the Kilian, which can sometimes be a bit too much for people. Maybe they're going with marshmallow because it has like a slight powderiness in here, but it's definitely not what you would think. I think the main notes in here is definitely the orange blossom, and you still smell the coffee from the original black opium pretty strongly, and that's kind of a weird combo. I do feel like it works though for springtime to give this like a different kind of more floral, juicy take, but it's just not what I was wanting from this fragrance. I don't think I'm gonna like declutter it or anything. I definitely want to kind of wear it a little bit this spring, see how it goes, but I did want something a little more. I would say if you're looking for a really sweet black opium that almost gives a marshmallow feel, you should definitely check out the La Perfume version, because this one definitely has extra doses of vanilla in it. It's so sweet. One of my favorite versions of black opium. This one just missed the mark for me. Another really sweet fragrance I have to talk about. This is from the brand Sphinx, which is another kind of, I would call it a niche brand. I think they only sell on like their website, but this is such a good one from them. This is called Egyptian Sugar Soiree. They did send me a few other scents, but this one was definitely top on my list, and it is their newer one too. I think they also just launched a cherry perfume, which I would love to try, but wow, this is beautiful. This is so creamy, lactonic, I would say marshmallow sweet, honestly. Definitely gives way more marshmallow than the YSL could ever do. Kind of in the same realm of like Kayali Yum Bougie Marshmallow, but without the strawberry. This is an extrait perfume, so this is actually really strong. I find sometimes some of the really sweet scents can be a little bit on the light side, but this is definitely a heavy hitter, and it's honestly one of the best I've tried in this video. This is an Egyptian brand, so I do find a lot of their scents to be very unique, and some of them are pretty hit or miss, so I will be doing like a short video comparing what I've tried from the brand. But Egyptian Sugar Soiree, if you like sweet scents, I think for sure you're going to love this one. And it just gives cotton candy princess girly vibes. Kind of in that same realm, I wanted to talk about this fragrance from Paris Corner. This is on the more affordable side. Paris Corner does a lot of dupes for high-end perfumes, and this is their new Marshmallow Blush, which a lot of people have been saying is similar also to Kayali Yum Bougie Marshmallow. This one's definitely more similar than the Egyptian Sugar Soiree. That one's definitely a little more different. This one, you can totally smell the strawberry in it. Now, I did see that this actually wasn't meant to dupe Kayali. They actually found this scent on its own and had started like working on it before the Kayali, I think, even came out or existed. So this actually was meant to kind of be its own thing, but then the Kayali came out and these ended up smelling like so similar. The opening starts out as a really fluffy strawberry, and in the middle, that's when it starts smelling almost identical to the Kayali Yum Bougie. But the dry down on this is so good, and it honestly reminds me of the Kais Delicia de Marshmallow dry down, where it's just like true vanilla marshmallow goodness. They did such a good job on this one, and I actually really like the packaging of this one too. The pink marble swirls I think is beautiful. I know some of their bottles can be a little much, but they did such a good job on this, and I think it's like a lot of their fragrances are $50 and under too, so it is on the more affordable side for perfumes. I will say I always love to support the original brand as well. I do like a good dupe here and there, but I don't like to focus my whole channel all around dupes because I think there is something to be said for the original brands who come up with these really fun fragrances. But yeah, like I mentioned earlier, I don't think it was meant to be a dupe, but it ended up smelling so similar. So definitely check this one out. I'll see if I can find a link for it. I got mine on TikTok Shop, but it probably is on Amazon, so I'll have it down below. I know you guys are excited to hear my thoughts on this one. This is the new Ariana Grande fragrance. People go crazy for her perfumes. This is the new REM. It's like the 2.0 Cherry Eclipse. So it's supposed to be kind of a cherry forward fragrance because it does have black cherry in the notes. If you guys are familiar with the original REM, that one's like a sugared lavender. This one's way different in my opinion, but it definitely fits the typical Ariana Grande perfume scent family. Most of her scents just give off sweet, fun, flirty, fruity, girly vibes, except for their Love Notes one. That one was way different than some of her other fragrances, but this one definitely fits in with the rest of her line. I will say though, I really don't get a strong dose of cherry with this one. It just starts off like extremely fruity, like just basic fruits. I don't necessarily pinpoint cherry out of the bunch. I know cherry scents can be so hit or miss, but I feel like this one is pretty safe because you're not getting like a medicinal cherry note out of this whatsoever. The main notes include black cherry, sugared honeysuckle petals, there's jasmine sambac, marshmallow meringue, glowing amber, and warm musk. This is just an all-around very sweet, pleasing fragrance and fits perfect with the Ariana line. Funny enough that this has marshmallow too. I feel like so many scents are doing marshmallow right now, and I'm kind of a sucker for that scent note, but this was a good one. I wouldn't say it would rank in the top just because it does seem like it's a little generic. It's not like super unique and out there, but for a cherry fragrance, I think this is quite nice. Another cherry fragrance that I tried is the new Clean Reserve Whipped Cherry. I smelled this one in Sephora and it had to come home with me. This one is, again, not your typical cherry. I feel like for so long, all the cherry scents were smelling the same. They were all like a Tom Ford Lost Cherry redo, and this one's way different because to me this smells more like whipped cream with like a little bit of cherries mixed in. It does give off a little bit of a cloud, Ariana Grande cloud or Ariana Grande Mod Vanilla kind of vibe. So if you like those scents, I think you'll definitely like this one too. You don't get too much cherry in this, and it's not, again, a medicinal cherry at all. But I just think it's so cute and airy and sugary and perfect for like the spring and summer season. Did I absolutely need it? Probably not, since I do have those other Ariana Grande scents, but I know some people don't like cloud or Mod Vanilla because it maybe comes off a little bit too plasticky. This one doesn't to me. It's mixed really well and definitely worth trying if you're usually not into cherry scents. Okay, so this scent right here is not my typical fragrance choice. This was gifted to me by Twisted Lily, which is another perfume website. I love to shop for like my niche perfumes. This is by the brand Born to Stand Out. They did a collaboration with another perfume brand called Fugazzi. I think that's how you pronounce it. I think it's Fugazzi. Fugazzi? I don't know. This is a hard word for me to say for some reason. But yeah, two fragrance brands that collaborated and they came out with a scent for each. So Fugazzi is going to have their own perfume called Born to Stand Out. Now, if you're familiar with Born to Stand Out fragrances, they are pretty out there. They like to do a lot of gourmands, but they're never like the typical notes. They like to use a lot of animalic notes, as people like to say, just different things that you wouldn't expect. Like they came out with a scent this holiday season called Be My Cookie, and everyone was so excited about it until they saw the scent notes, and they used like a note that's supposed to be like secretions of an animal's anal glands. Like, who wants that? I don't know. I surely don't. But some of those niche brands, they do use those more animalic notes, which I'm not usually like a huge fan of. I have to say though, with this scent right here, it's definitely out of my comfort zone, but I don't hate it, surprisingly. And this is like really, really beast mode. It's something very, very strong, very deep. This has a lot of leathery notes, woody notes, very much a unisex fragrance. I'm just so surprised that I do not like absolutely hate this fragrance, and it does not give me a headache, which is saying a lot, because I feel like a lot of those like either heavy florals or strong leather scents usually give me a headache. This one does not. It's very sensual. Literally, I could wear it, my husband could wear it. This is definitely not something I would pick out on my own, and I definitely probably wouldn't have purchased it if it wasn't gifted to me, but I do want to talk about it because I wanted to feature, you know, a few things that maybe aren't my usual scent type, because obviously everyone has different preferences, so this might be something that you like if you do like more of those masculine, heavy leather, woody undertones. I will say though, if you're looking for something that's more, you know, gourmand, my style, this one from actual Fugazzi, Vanilla Haze, is a really good one to check out for this brand. This is a brand I definitely want to try more from because it's actually a Dutch brand, which I am Dutch myself. They're based in the Netherlands, and I'm actually going to the Netherlands this spring, so I want to go to their store and check out all their scents. I find that this brand, from what I've tried, they seem very kind of fun, airy, uplifting, so I'm excited to dive more into their stuff. But Vanilla Haze you would probably like a little more than this one with Born to Stand Out, because this one honestly it reminds me a lot of Bianco Latte, which is like the ultimate vanilla fragrance, but this is like an airier, lighter take, not quite as sweet as that one, so I think this one is worth checking out. It is a really pretty one. I did try the new perfume from Snif, and this one is called Me, and immediately when I heard this, I'm like, okay, this is definitely going to be similar to Glossier You, Me. Clearly they were kind of going for that vibe. Glossier You is kind of like a skin scent. It's supposed to smell like your skin, but better, basically. This one, for some reason, I just don't like it on my skin. I get such a weird peppery smell from this. It has such lovely notes in here, like I think it has peach in here and quite a lot of other yummy things. I think it's the moss that is turning me off though with this, and I wish I liked it, but there's definitely more skin scents I like more, like Clean Reserve Skin, Phlur Missing Person, like I mentioned, Glossier You. I like those so much more than this one. Unfortunately, this one was a miss for me. I love so much from Snif, and I still want to do a video kind of comparing a lot of the scents I have from them, but yeah, this one just does not work on my skin, but I have seen a lot of people that do like it. Another popular one lately, this is from Phlur. I feel like everything they do is always super hyped. Everyone loves Phlur, it seems like, and usually they have pretty original scents, but this one was a little lackluster. This one is called Golden Rule. I was so excited to smell this one, but immediately it just smelled like literally every other designer perfume at Sephora. Like, it kind of smells like YSL Libra, it kind of smells like Prada Paradox, and I just wasn't that excited for this one. I will say there is some unique qualities to this. Like, I did test this with Prada Paradox and they do dry down so similar, but this one has a really pretty, I would say, citrus opening that's almost similar to their Mood Ring scent. They kind of open in a similar way, but this one just has a little bit more depth to it. There's florals that come in, and then there's like some sandalwood as well in the base. So like, this is a nice one. It's crowd pleasing, but it's just not anything unique. It just smells kind of like everything else. So I wasn't that impressed with this one, but I guess, I mean, it fits for their line, and I feel like a lot of people will smell this one in Sephora and pick it up that maybe aren't into like the perfume community as much. But yeah, I do like the sweet citrus kind of gummy worm almost smell that this has right away, but it is just so similar to the Prada Paradox, the YSL Libra, the Flowers and Flames version, because this does have like a tiny bit of coconut in it. I was just expecting a little more from Phlur. This scent is not new, but I wanted to include it anyway. I had a sample of this that I was using, and I finally picked up the big bottle because I loved it so much. This is from Matiere Premier, and this is their vanilla powder scent. I do feel like this scent has been kind of trending lately. I don't know if you guys watch Kathleen Lights. She has a TikTok where she does a lot of fragrance reviews, Kathleen Smells, and she was raving about this one too. This is so good, especially if you like scents like Baccarat Rouge, but you want something with maybe some more vanilla to it. This is excellent. It also has like a toasted coconut note in there as well. It's so sweet, airy, sugary, and delicious, but the best part, I know some of you guys like those really strong heavy hitter perfumes that are going to last, and this is definitely one of them. You will spray this on your clothes and it will last for days. I sprayed this before bed one time when I was kind of like testing it, and I swear this was on my sheets and my pillow forever, and all it was on my skin, and somehow it smelled up my whole bed for days. So yeah, if you like scents that are kind of airy and fun like Baccarat or Seeing Rouge, I think is the Bath & Body Works dupe. This one is so delicious. I love it. Last fragrance here, I finally tried a perfume from noyz that I actually like. I had such a hard time with this brand. It was new at Ulta last year and I just didn't love any of the scents. A lot of them were like so screechy, strong florals, but they finally released something that I think is pretty decent. This is their 12 o'clock perfume. I have been wearing this one quite a bit and I think it's going to be a nice one for spring. It kind of has, again, that airy Baccarat kind of feel, but this one has more fruity notes in it, like raspberry, and it also has a cotton candy note that really shows in the dry down. So it's like raspberry, airy, cotton candy is what I kind of get from this, but this also has a peppery smell to it. It has pink pepper in the notes, and there's like a oak moss, I think, that kind of gives off the same peppery scent that's in the Snif Me, but I like the noyz 12 o'clock better because this is just way better blended. It has the fruity notes that stand out more, so this one I don't notice the strong peppery smell as much as I do with the Snif one. So for some reason it doesn't bother me with this. I think it could have been better without it though, but they're probably just trying to add something in there that's really going to stick on the skin to make the fragrance last longer, because it is such a light, airy scent. Overall, I think it's nice. The dry down's really pretty on this one. Again, you get more of the raspberry and cotton candy in the dry down. But yeah, I'm just excited to finally have one from this brand that I do enjoy. I saw they just came out with solid perfumes as well, so I was kind of curious in picking that up in this too. But yeah, I do like this one, and if you've been kind of turned off from this brand like I have, maybe check this one out. They are at Ulta. So those are all the perfumes that I have been trying in the past month. I actually do have kind of a part 2 to this video because I have tried even more than this that are more kind of Sephora focused and even more recent launches, but I had to break this up into 2 parts because it was just too much. I did want to share just my top 3 from the video. Of course, the vanilla powder. This is just so insanely strong and delicious. Egyptian sugar soiree, that creamy lactonic sweetness just gets me. And then of course Maker Dream, the most beautiful cozy warm spice vanilla. Those are my top 3 from this entire video. But let me know down below which scents you've been trying, what you've been loving, what you want to see me try as well. I'm always open to your suggestions. Like I said, I do have a part 2 coming with some more new fragrances I ordered off Sephora, a couple new PR items as well. All the featured products and codes they have will be in the description box and in YouTube shopping. Don't forget to check out Lume as well for the best all over deodorant, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.